Good morning. Friday, March 29th, 30th. I have no idea. I think it's the 29th. Yeah. March 29th is a Friday morning still. It's the JunkGuysdfw.net in Dallas, Texas, guys. I just said that, but you already know that. Heading over to Frisco, Texas, right down the street here, and gonna clean out a garage. I have also a small refrigerator pickup, and I got potential for an estimate. That's it. That's all I got. So it's a slow Friday. Thank God. And I'm not that busy today. I have plans for other things today, so a few things on the schedule. Raving Junk Removal Miles. What's up, man? What's up, buddy? Good morning, guys. Good morning. I want to talk about when to walk away from a job, when to walk away from a... When to walk... You know, there's kind of like three... I'm going to say this. Let's say it's kind of three points of action of when you walk away from a job. You know what I mean? David Banda, good morning. And we're going to talk about the first one. How to walk away, when to walk away from a job because the price isn't right. You know what I mean? That means that you're at a job site and you don't got the job yet, but you know that the job is worth $5,000, or you know what? We're just going to start with a small figure, okay? This has happened. I think this happens to all of us. You know what I mean? We're going to use an example as a $1,000 job. So you know deep inside that the job is worth $1,000, and that at $1,000 everybody's going to estimate the same thing, but you're scared of losing it because there's so much competitiveness. There's so many other junk removal companies out there that can do the same thing you can. But are they going to charge more than you? Or are they going to charge less than you? So here's what happens. You show up to someone's house. You know it's worth $1,000. And they're only willing to pay $500 or $600 for the same job. And they make a comment like, hey, your price is a little too high. I can go somewhere else. Or they say something like, hey, someone said they can do it for $500. Do you go down? Do you go down in price, or do you go higher in price? You know what I mean? I mean, what do you? I mean, I'm sorry. Do you lessen your price, or do you stay to what you believe in, and it should be $1,000, or do you let it go and let her hire someone else? So you have choices. You can drop your price from $1,000 and match his so-called $600 job price that he got someone else to do, or you can just stay your ground and believe in it that he's going to take it. You can call his bluff. Okay? In this kind of thing, this kind of situation, I'm going to give you just kind of a solution how to fix this, okay? You know, it's the way really how you talk to the customer about it. You know what I mean? I always say things like, and I use things like, you know, I'm insured. They don't really care about that, but I can get it done today or tomorrow. They care about that. And listen, when I come in, ma'am, I always give them that I can do it fast, and I can come tomorrow or the next day. You won't even notice I'm here. I kind of guarantee a lot of confidence in the job so I can just get it. And I think that's where I win. I give them the confidence boost. I usually do not budge on my price, so there's a chance I can lose the job. You have to realize where you're at in this, you know, this stop sign. You know what I mean? You got to realize where you're at and where your business is, where you're going to take this business to. Is it something you want to do? Are you going to drop the price? Because next week you're going to drop the price again, or are you going to stay your ground? Once you stay your ground, you always tend to stay your ground. Another method that I use, if you do have wiggle room, this is what I say. Sir, you want to pay $600. My estimate is $1,000. Let's meet in the middle and go for $800. And that sounds better. You could twist it like that. And usually they say, the way I say it, I'm going to say how I say it, okay? Hey, Junk 502. let me tell you how I say it, okay? And this is 502 saying he'll stick with 1,000. That's good. I always stick with 1,000, but if you do have wiggle room, this is how I offer it. I said, sir, let's be fair, okay? You want me to do the job for 600, and I want you to pay me to do this job for 1,000. Let's be fair between each other as man to man. Let's just meet in the middle and do it for 800, and I'll knock it out. I'll do it tomorrow or today, and I'll do it quick. You won't even notice I'm here. 100% of the time they say yes. Unless they're Mexican. They always think about it. My people always think about shit like that. It's weird. But, you know, that's how you win that situation or get out of that situation. So that's point number one, guys, of how to walk away from a job. If you're going to walk away from it, you're going to walk away from it, or you're not going to walk away from it. So let's go to point number two. This is when you're in a job and you've realized that you really fucked up the price, okay? You've gone into this job and you said it was worth $1,000, but you got there and it's worth $1,600 or $1,800 because you didn't notice that there was some trash in the back, there was some trash in the front, and there was some trash on the side of the house. So now, I'm gonna give you two examples of this one too. The first example is where you fucked up. You gave an estimate of $1,000 and you looked around and now it's $2,000 worth of stuff, but here's what happens in that situation. Do you want to walk away? No. No. Now, if it's $1,000 and you estimated 1,000, but you walk in there, you realize it's 5,000, walk away. But if it's $1,000, you came up to show up and it's 1,500 or, you know, $2,000, take the loss and do the job. Here's why. There's a thing called respect and integrity. You have a little integrity in your job because this is what you quoted them. You got yourself in this situation. You should have thought it out right. You did it to yourself and you got yourself in a situation. Now get yourself out, go do the job, put your big boy pants on and get it done. There you go. Okay? Situation number two is you got in the job and you quoted them $1,000 and everything, when you walk around, everything's $1,000. You're like, okay, yeah, I quoted them right, but here's the problem. The lady keeps on throwing things in. Oh, by the way, I have a shed in the back I need you to knock down. Oh, by the way, over here to the side of the house, there's a hot tub that I forgot that you need to take with you. That's when you walk away. If she cannot go up in price, you got to walk away with that. And that's what the reason is this. Is she messed up, not you. You did the estimate properly, but she fucked up. So the customer on this one loses, and you have the chance to walk away. Okay, so that is, that's the other reason why you should walk away from that. Now, if you mess up, you got to eat it. But if you messed up and it's a big difference, don't eat it. That was point number two is that you gave the estimate for 1,000, but the customer keeps on throwing in more stuff. She's throwing in more stuff. She says, hey, there's a room in the back I need you to clean up. Oh, by the way, can you fold all this stuff and put it in my truck? Hey, can you grab this couch and take it upstairs? It should be upstairs. No. The price has to go up. If she doesn't want to agree, that's when you walk away. She messed up, not you. There's no wiggle room in that one. Just go up in price. Okay? Now, point number three, the new one. And this one's the worst one of all. I saved the last one for the worst one. Although it all sounds like every job, there is always one more thing. Yeah, there's always one more thing. Okay, here's the one that will always, it sucks, and I saved it for the last, okay? When we find ourselves in that situation, usually I mention that we are 5 stars on Yelp and that we are #1 on Nextdoor. There you go. All right, here's the worst situation. When you go to a house and you're doing the job, morning, Coletta Brothers, you're doing a job and everything's going good and the owner is giving you attitude. Oh my gosh. And the owner doesn't like the way you're doing work. This happened to me last week where I was this far from walking away. Here's what happens. It's a $1,000 job. You go to the house and you've scratched a stair and she's giving you shit the whole time about that stair. Oh, can you cover it? Can you pick it up over? Can you do this? Can you go upstairs? And you agree to the price, so the price is reasonable. The price that you're doing it is fine. You make money off of it. But here's the problem. The problem is that she's being a complete bitch. The customer is being completely obnoxious, treating you like shit, talking about you're bringing dirt inside the house. Oh, I want you to move this over here. Oh, the way you loaded it, you have no concerns. She's kind of questioning your job, your manliness, how you do things when you've done this thousands of times. She doesn't know. So why did she even hire you? You know what I mean? These are the ones where you have to think of one thing. And this is going to let you know if you're going to walk away from it. It's one thing, okay? Now, if it's just me